Okay, we're recording. So this here toolbox, when my dad downsized, we got this, and it was either my grandfather's or my great-grandfather's. I think this was my grandfather's toolbox, George Bonnell from Lameline, and I think some of these tools may have belonged, not sure, to his father, Robert Bonnell. So we're going to go through it, see what's here. Some of it's going to be junk, a lot of it's going to be junk, but not all of it. Alright, now let's lay this across where? You going to just hold it? I don't want to see the stuff sticking at the bottom. I don't want to lay it on the table, man. Here's a staple. Placement. Oh, there you go. Good. Thank you. Thank you, Sarah. Now, what's here? I don't know how old this is.
Looks like a stapler.
It's not a stapler. It's a plane for shaving.
Oh.
Shaving wood. And this here is just looks like a wedge, wooden wedge in here. So I don't know if this is just. It looks like it's probably just been modified. No idea how old it is. If there's a brand on it. There's a rivet going across here. Oh, it's been broken. There's a piece out of here. I would say my grandfather didn't want to throw it out when it was broken. Did not have much money. So they put a couple of wedges in here. Well, that's good. Won't throw that out.
It's a compass.
It's a compass. No pencil on it though, so it's just for measuring spans, I guess, and copying distances. It's a different metal here. Don't notice any markings in here in terms of brand. Hard to say.
You have a drawer full of those.
Well, but this one is old. I don't know how old. Won't throw that one out. Ah, chisel. An angled chisel. There's a few of those, isn't there?
I want you to carve me
I
some.
am guessing that this here is not really old. It just doesn't have that old look to it. Just the same. We'll do some investigation, find out. See if there's any more of those there, Benjamin. There's just one here. Very similar, slightly different angle on this. There's another one there, another one down there. And this one here's got a angle to it here for gouging.
We use these in school for art.
You gonna chisel me some?
As does this one.
Wait, what? There's another one here.
And this one here is almost like a knife edge along the side. Different chisel again. I'm not sure how you use a lot of these. This here is
Paint scraper.
just a handle, maybe an old screwdriver handle or something wedged onto a basic chisel. Grandfather was not one to waste anything, throw things out if he could find a way to reuse it. It's a file, I think. Although I don't see the file edge on it. It sure looks like your typical file. The handle's kind of neat, homemade. Some sort of cloth tape around it. Oh, now here you go. RB. Robert Bonnell. That's my great-grandfather. So you guys is your great-great-grandfathers. They didn't have... Actually, he did have a middle name. I was going to say he didn't have a middle name, but my grandfather didn't, and my father didn't. But was George Robert Bonnell, I think. It was a Robert George Bonnell.
Placeable blade saw.
Yep, 2 blades for the same saw. Now this does not look old to me. So I'm going to say that's in the not old section. What one's that got on it, man? Your basic chisel, those got a curved head on it.
Or no?
Yeah.
I don't know why this has got a different tip in it. I'm thinking he probably took a dowel and replaced
Oh.
a split tip or broken tip, or broken handle rather. Your basic square. I don't know how old this is. You've got your metal there. Missing a nail there. May have been repaired. I don't know if it's still square. It looks to be. Pretty solid. Typically these would have rulers on them now. I don't know if they did then. I don't see any markings on it. It has been painted, so possibly not. Now this says R on it. Robert Bonnell, so that would be great-grandfather Robert Bonnell. No, this is not old. This is your basic. You put a razor blade in there. It's not working either. So that's in the junk pile. I don't know how old is your typical file. Elastic band is petrified. Here, undo it. It's not really, really old, but it's could be sort of old. Don't know. Ah, coping saw. This doesn't look old either. Doesn't look old at all. Typical hacksaw blade. Blades. Oh, this is old. Oldish anyway. Don't know if it's metric or what it is. We'll have to measure that. Maybe clean it up. Sandblast it. Like that. It's probably not old. I don't think the Allen wrenches were a more modern invention.
There's an old compass.
Oh gosh, now there you go. This looks old. You're right, man. Measuring your distances, your lengths. That does look old.
Please don't.
Oh, see the head top on that? Auger. Because it's got this top on it, I'm guessing it's old. That's a handle. He's probably had on something. Another one of those.
The key's like.
Well, maybe this is a pick.
Here's a couple of files, your typical triangular files.
Oh, okay. Big Ben's teeth.
I'm guessing that that's maybe for sharpening saws,
What the hell this is?
but not real old.
It's another long thing.
It's not an old padlock,
Sharpening stone.
cheap padlock. Gouge.
And a door handle.
I don't know what this.
This one
Oh,
also third
this one over the top of a blade, like I wonder if it's top of a saw blade like
It's
that.
not bugs or whatever.
So it might have come from the top of this.
Oh, that's not one. Well, they're all different.
Yeah, and what's this one here look like? Oh, okay, it's another one of those. Almost like a knife, sharp on the edges. Typical screwdriver, not too old.
This is old.
Is that a pipe?
No, it's not. This here, I know what it is. This here is the top of an auger. the thing's been broken off. The drill part has been broken off. And what goes through here is a wooden handle about so long. And you'd use the... So that's old. Broken, but old. Looks like they liked... Great-grandfather liked white paint. Yeah, that's not old. Now, this here, I don't know what that covered up. It's a cover for something.
This is actually just for my card.
I'm guessing it's not ancient, as in, well, I don't think it's 100 years old. It might be 40 years old or 50 years old. Chisel. There you go. That's what that was in from the looks of it. Your basic chisel.
It's another saw blade for that pile.
That's your typical hacksaw blade. Not old. Ah, now look at this. An awl. Homemade. Or, although this is not very heavy, but he could have been using it to, if this is rusted away, to see if something was plumb, you'd let it hang. But I'm more inclined to think that that's an awl. And that's old, and that's probably something my great-grandfather made. Alright. Do we know what these are? I know.
I know. Plumb line. Something for fishing.
Well, he may have used them for plumb line, but it's not a...
That's my answer for everything.
there's no point on it. He's got two of them here. Well, just tied together.
But the string down here too. This one doesn't.
These look to me like squid jiggers. And at one
I was
time,
right.
they would have had a bunch of hooks along the outside here.
Oh, and that rotted.
But they're gone.
Oh, what is this?
So they might have been breaking up and he used them for something else. They're nice and heavy. They're like, they're not wooden. This is lead probably, or something. I'm guessing it's lead. I don't know what this string here wrapped around it is all about. That would be old. China marker. This is a red marker. Probably not old. Just a bit of old, I don't know if it's grease pencil or what. A couple of more augers with that same tip on it. Fairly old, I think.
Drop the dagger on this one.
Ah. Kitchen knife handles. It's after snapping off. He wouldn't throw it out. He was using it for something.
Nice hinges.
These are threaded, threaded holes, and they're different. Not like on a cupboard where these would meet. So this is for uneven surface.
Nice.
It's interesting. It's heavy. I don't know how old it is. You can see where a washer has been in here. Or what it appears to be.
How old are these?
I don't know how old this is or what it came off of.
What do you think this is? This must be a 300 years old.
Just a spring from something. Don't know.
The spring
Don't
from,
think
it's from a nail.
Oh, okay. There's the same one with a nail going through it. It was holding something on. I don't know what. Okay, used to be a handle here. This is how you open the gate or open the door. I don't know how old that is. 50 years old maybe, I'm guessing. Maybe a little older. old square washer. This seems familiar to me, but I don't know what it is. Don't think it's old.
You just dropped.
Whatever you put up there on top.
Just a piece of threaded pipe.
That's what we're doing. That's
Garbage.
what these from.
Copper pipe, garbage.
These little things.
Hinge, garbage.
Anything else in this garbage.
Just a piece of aspenite.
Everything else in this is garbage. Literally old screws and nails.
This is.
It's garbage.
Oil line, maybe. Fuel line, oil line. From some stove or part of an old engine, maybe. I don't know. That's a pretty big rubber washer, isn't it?
It's an old Red Devil.
Huh?
Oh, this. It's.
Well,
Is
they
that
were
attached to
fishermen.
that?
They were definitely fishermen, and salt water would have corroded the Red Devil.
Is this attached to that?
No,
There's one right there.
Ew,
this is
that?
staples. You'd use this to hold a. You tap along. What would you hold on to that? Like a phone cord. Phone cable. If you installed it in your house or something, then the cable that would, or I don't think it'd be it's not big enough to be electrical cable staple. At any rate, you nail it into the wood, and it would hold
Oh,
something like a cable.
I understand.
So I mean, you know, it's not really old.
Alright, everything else in here is garbage.
I thought it was attached to fishing.
It's all just screws and nails. And
This is interesting. What
Until I found that.
do you suppose that is? It's just like a little flat dish.
I'm a screwdriver.
No, that's not that old, Sarah. This is not that old either. Just a part of just a screwdriver where you could have multiple tips on it. There's another one.
I'm afraid there's no
There's your
in
Phillips
here
head.
before we had screws in it. It's glass.
I don't know what this is interesting.
It's glass. It's
Just
glass.
curious, really.
What do you think was in this before screws were? Looks like a blood vial.
Solder, maybe. Not solder. Yeah, solder. Should have been nut flux. They didn't throw anything out.
Everything else.
Hinges. Huh. Well, that's not where that didn't come out of this door handle. It's the same idea. This is a much heavier one. That's really heavy. I'm thinking that's old. It came from a heavier door handle. Same idea. Skinnier version of this would have fit right in there. And was sticking out. Grab onto the handle. Press on that with your thumb. It'd lift up the latch on the other side.
Yes.
I haven't seen one like this before. Not that I recall anyway. Perhaps I have and not realizing it. I think it's old.
Anything rusty is old.
No, well, how old, right?
Alright.
Just a spring. And there's another staple that you'd use
Yeah,
for.
there's loads of those.
This was for something a little heavier. It's the same idea as those small staples you showed me. This one here's not too rusty, but it's galvanized. Now they used to have some old line,
This one's stuck down in.
string and whatnot. They were always tying things up. This is from making the same type of stuff that makes fishing nets. Really strong. He had something tied up with it. Could have been anything. He certainly wouldn't throw this out. What's that? Oh, that's just that's a wheel nut. Lug nut. Some plumbing things. Here's a
Big screw.
for hanging up blinds.
Something else rusty.
That's just a rubber washer. Black rubber washer. That's not old. Nothing else in there?
What are these things?
It looks like it's part of a brake. It would go onto something, you turn it to hold it. Thinking of brake. I forget now.
There's another spring.
Few springs, I don't think they're old. So that's
What are
just
those
about it?
things?
No, this one out here, okay. Oh, what's that?
I think that's a Christmas tree light.
Oh, that's
holder.
plastic, yeah, that just clips on the... This will go on your siding of your house, I think. And would clip on underneath. Clips onto something anyway, and your Christmas lights go in there. That's exactly right. This here's a big tack.
I figured that out. Okay, that's good.
Just a big tack for I don't know, for tacking what. This is the same idea as this. It's just smaller. And a lot thinner, a lot lighter. I wonder if this here had a tack sticking out of it at one point and it broke off. Just a cheap washer. Yeah, a couple of those type washers. I don't know what this is. This is a little interesting. I don't think it's old, or, you know, 100 years old being old.
Staple thing.
Typical electric wire staple. And that's about it. Hinges are, I mean, this isn't super old, I don't think. It's not new, but
Oh,
it's not antique-ish.
probably got it from
Yeah,
my store.
I don't know how old this is, but I don't think it's really old. It's kind of thin metal and just a hinge. So, we've got some things. We don't know about these, but I don't think they're super old. You can see what grandfather and great-grandfather would do. They put new handles on things. This is kind of interesting. Threaded in through here. I don't know. It was a handle for something. I think this is old. With that big
And this
curve
one.
in there. This is nice. I like this. Because this is handmade. And my grandfather had, George had kind of fingers grown together. Like, so he couldn't, well, he could do an awful lot actually. He could even fish, so it didn't slow him down too much. And paint and whatnot. I don't know how much it restricted him to something like this, or I'm guessing this is his father's, my great-grandfather's. All. And I like this because you can look in there and see the chisels, or see the wedges, and see how they wouldn't throw something out. They'd find a way to make it work. Of course, they couldn't afford to throw it out. This broke off there. It might have been something he found and fixed, or it might have been something that he broke and fixed. So we got some interesting things here. Old squid jiggers that were repurposed. This is nice and old. I don't know what you call it. Measure a distance and then copy the distance. And made his own handle and put his initials in it, Robert Bonnell of Lamoline. And here it is again, R. Robert. Pretty neat. Okay, that's it for this one. We'll another time check the other ones. Check the other tools we got.